demonstrate how to multiply two matrices. Okay, let's multiply a 2 by 2, a 2 by 2, get a 2 by 2, get a bracket, and let's get a 2 by 2 matrix. Let's put it in the bracket. Multiply to let us see, a 2 by 3. Okay, a 2 by 3. Let's put it in a bracket also. All right, so let's put some numbers. Let's see, 4, 3, let's see, 8, let's see, 2, let's see, 1. Let's just use positive numbers just to demonstrate the multiplication process to make it easier. Let's put a 6, let's put a 1, let's put a 0 there. Let's put a 3 and a 4. Okay. Now the first thing when it comes to multiplication of matrices, you must first determine if multiplication is possible. Right? So that's the first thing you try to do. Okay. So to do that, you can count the number of elements. In the row or in a row of the first matrix, matrix 1. Okay, so let's label what we mean by matrix 1. So that first matrix you see there, reading from left to right, is matrix 1, and towards the right, so it's matrix 2. So you can put a times there between them. Okay, so you have matrix 1 times matrix 2. Okay, so count the number of elements in a row of matrix 1. So that's another way you can state the first matrix. You can say matrix 1. Okay, let's put that, stick that close to that. And then how many elements do we see in matrix 1? 1, 2. All right. So there are 2 elements in matrix 1. In a row of matrix 1. Okay, very important. Row. Okay. Matrix 1. Next, we count the number of elements in a column matrix 2. Okay, how many elements are there in matrix 2? How many elements are there in a column of matrix 2? So you have 1, 2. So look at any column of matrix 2. Here it is. You have 2 elements. So we count the number of elements in a row of matrix 1. We have 1, 2. Any row, you get 1, 2. Column of matrix 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. So since the numbers are equal, so this means yes, multiplication is possible. Right. The next step now is to determine the size of the product. Okay. Determine the size of the product. And how to do that? First, count the rows of matrix 1. How many rows are there in matrix 1? There are 2 rows in matrix 1. Count number, count the rows, count the number of rows, count the number of columns in matrix 2. How many columns are there in matrix 2? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So therefore, the product is 2 by 3. We're going to get a 2 by 3 matrix. 2 by 3. So the product will be a 2 by 3. Okay. So let's go and perform the multiplication now. How to perform the multiplication? So the first step is to perform actual multiplication. How to do that? Multiply each element in the column, each element in the row. Sorry, you have to be very careful here. The row of matrix 1 to its corresponding element, the column of matrix 2. Okay, so each element in the row of matrix 1 has a corresponding element in the column of matrix 2. So basically, you have to make that correspondent, you have to make that match. Okay, for example, the first element in the row of matrix 1 correspond to the first element in the column of matrix 2. Okay, and so on. All right. And second, these products must be summed. Okay. All right. So in other words, you are performing the product sum. Okay.